It's coming up to 10 o'clock on Wednesday the 27th of July 2011, and this is the newly completed Hindhead Tunnel. No traffic here yet, of course. We're waiting for the Secretary of State for Transport to come along and declare it open, but this is something that you won't be seeing again, a completely deserted tunnel site.
This is a day of huge celebration for the whole local community here. It's also a day of sadness for one particular group of people, and that is the people who read the traffic reports on local radio, because they used to be able to come into work in the morning and they didn't have to call the AA. They knew they could talk about traffic problems on the Chertsey-Leatherhead stretch of the M25 and the A3 at Hindhead, and they would be absolutely sure to be right. So, you know, we have a little bit of sadness for them, but perhaps not too much. It's really a day of outstanding British success. I've just been at the Olympic Park this morning, and I'm going to go back there after this. And there we have the biggest construction project in Europe, which has largely completed a year ahead of schedule, again using the words we just heard, on time and within budget. And here we have another huge project that has been completed on time and within budget. While we have the Secretary of State for Transport here and the head of the Highways Agency, and we seem to be in the mood for building tunnels in Surrey, there is somewhere called Hickley's Corner that's not too far away from here, and perhaps on your way back to London you might like to just do a quick diversion past there. But anyway, thank you to everyone for making today possible. I think it's an incredibly proud day for our local community, and most of all, I think it's a wonderful day for the people of Hindhead, who after so many years have finally got their village back. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Graham, Mr. Mayor, Jeremy, Andrew. It's great to be here today. Jeremy, I heard your cri de coeur at Hickley's Corner. I'd just say to you that Weybridge needs super fast broadband as well, so we might be able to talk offline. I'm genuinely delighted to be here today. As somebody who married into a South Coast family 20 years ago, I've spent a sizable proportion of my adult life sitting at the crossroads in Hindhead. And as MP for a Surrey seat, I've long recognised this as one of the few missing links that can really make a difference to our national transport infrastructure networks. And now that we've filled this missing link, people will see journey times very significantly reduced, and as somebody's already said, at least as importantly, made much more certain so that people can plan. We know from every survey we've ever done that people value certainty of journey time even above reduction in the overall journey time. Congestion on any of our major roads is frustrating for motorists, it's bad for the economy, and it's damaging for the environment. But when one of those major roads goes right through the centre of a community, as the A3 has done at Hindhead, it also places a burden on that community, which becomes in time intolerable. The solution, which we see here today, was not a cheap one, £371 million, although I'm delighted to hear Graham telling me that we're going to get some change out of that today. But the return will also be a huge one. Finally, I'd like to thank the long-suffering road users on the A3 and the people of Hindhead and the surrounding villages for their patience, their tolerance and their understanding throughout this process. For all of you, it's been a long and often frustrating wait, but I'm sure you'll agree that this magnificent blend of transport infrastructure and environmental enhancement has been worth waiting for.
Ready, guys?
day for Hindhead and the surrounding area with the opening of this tunnel?
Well, it certainly is, and we're very proud in Waverley to be able to have this in this area with all the needs we've had for many, many years. As I think was said, it was 1932 that this was first considered as a possibility, and it's a great moment for me as mayor, because you're only mayor for 1 year, to be able to be present at the opening. I was present at the breaking through, and I was present when Ruth Kelly, the then Secretary of State for Transport, started the first work at the northern end. So I've had quite an interesting involvement in this. It's really exciting.
It's a really good party atmosphere as well, isn't it? Everybody's hooting and waving as they come through. It was a bit of a moment when the first cars came through, wasn't it?
I think that it's lovely, and clearly some of them had hung around, hadn't they? So they were going to be the first quad bikes through and that sort of thing. So that's lovely. It was very nice. And done entirely at random, I'm told.
Yeah. So lovely, great day. Thank you very much for your time. We'll get on. Thank you.
Thanks.
We've got a lot of very excited motorists coming through the tunnel today. It's been a good day all round for everybody, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Lots of excited motorists honking their horn, and I suspect if we went back up there into Hindhead, we'd find lots of excited people in Hindhead happy to stroll along the road after decades when it's been a traffic nightmare.
It's been a nightmare for a long time. Did you say 1932, I think you said at one point. It's been a long time, a long haul and a lot of work, hasn't it?
I think 1932 was the first time somebody suggested that Hindhead needed a bypass. Yeah, this is a win-win project. Motorists get faster, more reliable journey times. The people of Hindhead get their village back. And the environmentalists, people who use the Devil's Punch Bowl, walkers, equestrians, cyclists, will get that area restored to something much closer to its original natural condition.
Tunnel's finally open. These are the first cars through. There's a real sense of excitement here with the first traffic coming through the new Hindhead Tunnel. They're coming through quite slowly, of course, because there is a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit in the tunnel. And that's it, brought through by rolling roadblock just now, starting off with police cars and a couple of lucky motorcyclists who managed to get in on the act. And this is it, this is the traffic now running freely through the new A3 Hindhead Tunnel.